Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are going to discuss about the data query language command, which is select. Select is used to retrieve the data from database objects such as tables, views, etc. Let's look at the syntax of select. So it is select column names, column 1, column 2, column 3, whatever the number of columns you want to select from the table, or if you want to select all the columns from the table, we can just mention star, which is a wild card, stands for all from table name. This is the syntax of select command. Let's look at some practical examples. So here we are in our SQL development. So we have a table employee, which we have created in our previous lecture. Let's select all the columns from the table employee. To do so, let's do select star, which stands for all the columns from the table. So we had 8 columns in our employee table, and all of them has been displayed in our result set. Now let's select only employee name, job and salary column from our employee table. To do so, we will use the keyword select and then the column names which we want to select for our output. They are employee name, comma job, comma salary from the table, which is employee. Let's select and run this, and we have got the result set with only 3 columns. This is how we can use the select command for retrieving the data from the various database objects such as tables. We can also use the alias to rename the column selected as part of the expression. Alias are used to give the temporary name to a column or to a table to make them more readable. The alias only exist for the duration of the query, and they can be created using as keyword. Let's create the alias of the columns we selected during our select expression. So let's create the alias for these 3 columns from our employee table, which are ename as employee name, job as job name, comma, salary as employee salary from employee table. So let's select and run this query, and we will see the result set is giving us the name of the columns which we have declared as part of our alias. So e name has been changed as employee name, job has been changed as job name, and the salary column has changed as employee salary. Please remember the scope of this alias will remain only till the time query is running. This is just a temporary name we are giving to the column, and we will not have any change in our table's column name. Next, we have where clause, which is being used along with select expression to filter out the records. It only extracts those records which fulfill the specified conditions. So here is the syntax of using the where clause with select expression. We can select our column names from the table name, and we can add our where clause along with the condition, whatever we want to specify here. Let's look at some practical examples to understand more about the where clause. So here we are in our SQL developer. Let's select all the records from our employee table first. Now let's display the records for department number 20. To do so, we will use select star to select all the columns from our table from employee, which is our table name, where department number is equal to 20. So here we have 5 records which are having department number 20. Let's do one more example to select the records from our employee table where the employee name is Johns. So select star from employee table where employee name is equal to Johns. So here we have only one record with the employee name Johns. If you notice here, while I was extracting the data for department number 20, I have not applied the single quotes. Whereas when I was extracting the data for employee name Johns, I have given the single quotes to close this string. So always remember, when we perform a where condition on a string data type, we enclose the string inside the single quotes, and whenever we perform the where condition with numeric data types, we do not need to apply the single quotes on that numeric value. So that is why when I have extracted the data for department number 20, which is a numeric data type, I have not enclosed it within single quote. Whereas when I have extracted the data for employee John, which is a string data type, I have enclosed this string within single quotes. Now let's do one more example and select only 4 columns, which are employee name, job, salary, and commission, where the salary is greater than 4 lakh. Let's write a select SQL and see how many records we get. So the first column is employee name, then job, then salary, and commission from employee table, where salary is greater than 4 lakh. So let's select and run this query and find out how many records are there in our table where salary is greater than 4 lakh. So here we go. We have 2 records whose salaries are 5 lakh, 5 lakh, which are greater than 4 lakh. We can also use the distinct keyword along with our select expression, which helps to remove the duplicates from the result set. Let's see some practical examples and see if we use the distinct keyword, what is the output we are getting, and if we don't use the distinct keyword, what is the output we will get. Okay, so let's switch to SQL Developer. So let's select how many department numbers are there in our table. To do so, we will just select the department number from our employee table. Please note we have not used the distinct keyword so far. Let's select this query and run. So if you notice here, we are getting total 14 records as an output, and the department number is repeating. So basically we have the duplicate department numbers available in our output result set. To remove this duplication in our result set, we use distinct keyword before the column name. So here we have the output where we have total 3 department numbers 10, 20 and 30, and there is no repetition. We can also sort the result set data using order by clause, either in ascending or descending order, using ASC and DESC keywords respectively. By default, it sorts the data based on ascending order. So here is the syntax of order by clause, where we need to specify the keyword order by, then the column name on which we want to sort the data, Then we need to specify whether we want to sort it based on ascending order or descending order. We can also use multiple columns to sort the data. Now, let's look at some practical examples to understand more about order by clause. So if we look at here, the salary column, we have unsorted salary while we have selected the data from our employee table. So it is 90,000, then 1,60,000, then 1,50,000, and so on. So it is not properly sorted. So now let's select the salary column to sort the data of our employee table. To do so, let's select star from employee table. Then we will use order by clause on salary column. Let's use the keyword ASC also to sort it in ascending order. So if you notice here now, the data has been sorted based on salary column. Now let's sort the data in descending order so that the highest salary will be at top. To sort the data in descending order, we will use the keyword DESC. Let's select and run this query. So if you look at here, the highest salary, which is of 5 lakh rupees, is at the top. Now let's see one more example and sort the data based on department number. So select all the columns from employee table, order by department number ASC. So the data in our employee table has been sorted based on department number. So the department number 10 is at the top. Then we have department number 20's data and so on. Please notice here, we are applying this ASC keyword to sort the data in ascending order. Even if we do not apply this ASC keyword, by default order by clause sort the data in ascending order. So let's remove that keyword and run this query again. So if you notice here, even after removing the ASC keyword, data sorted in ascending order. So always remember, while you are sorting the data based on ascending order, you do not need to specify ASC keyword explicitly. But if you want to sort the data in descending order, you will have to apply the DESC keyword explicitly. Now let's see one more example and sort the data based on employee name and job column. So select star from employee, order by employee name, comma, job. So it will sort the data alphabetically. So first it will check the alphabetical order for employee name column, and then it checks the alphabetical order of the second column. So this is how we sort the data in Oracle database. So that's it for today. We'll meet you in the next one. Thank you.